Hi everyone, welcome back to yet another JavaScript coding challenge session. So today we are going to discuss about the JavaScript problem called data transformation. Okay, so basically I have this array of objects which is called data. Okay, so and I need to transform this input data to this object. Okay, so basically we are getting array of object as the input and we need to transform the same data into the objects, okay, which is grouped by a property called category. Okay, so if you see in this we have the category field, category key value, so which has like duplicate values. Okay, like for category A we have two objects, so like this data I have to clubbed into a single array, okay, like this. So I hope this problem statement makes sense to you. So once you are clear with the problem statement, let's dive into the coding challenge. Okay, so first let me take an function called transform data and let me call this function const result equal to transform data. I'm passing the data input, just accessing the same thing, and also I'm just taking the prop value here, I mean property value. Okay, so property I'm sending it as the category. Okay, so once I have this, let me take a new object. Okay, because we have to transform the given input to the object. Okay, so let me take new object, so transformer data. Okay, so now I will loop through this array. Okay, using for of loop. Okay, for let object of data. So if I console this object, we will get this current object element, current object. Okay, so for the first iteration we will get this id1 category A, and then for the second iteration we will get id2 category B, like that. Okay, so from this, okay, let me form a key. Okay, so that it would be better. Let key equal to, so object of this prop. Okay, so basically what I am trying to do is key equal to object of prop. That means for the first iteration the object is the this one, line number 2, and prop is here category. So object of category is A, so my key value is A. Okay, if this key value A is present in this transform data, then I would skip to add an array. Okay, in this new object. If not, I will create an array. Okay, so let's do that with that using if block. If transform data of key. Okay, we have to negate it. Okay, if we don't have this property called A in the transform data, then only we have to add this array, right? So if it is not there, so so that's why I have given this an exclamatory mark here. Okay, so transform data of key is equal to, we are assigning it to the new empty array, because for each category item we have to create a array. Okay, if you see this. Okay, so once after this if block, we have to assign our object to this, I mean we have to push our object, current object. Okay, once after this if block, we have to push our current object to the array, right? So let me do that. So let me do that. Okay, so transform data, so we have to access the property. Okay, with key. Okay, and this for the current iteration, transformable data of key will be a for the first iteration. Okay, so a has this object, and we are assigned a new empty array, and we can use the push property. Okay, so push off, we can directly add object. Okay, our current object. So once we added that, at last, I mean, like after this for loop ends, we can return our transformer data. Okay, and now let me console this. Okay, so just before running this JavaScript code, let me explain you again like what I did. Okay, so basically we have taken a function, and in that function we are looping through the current input object array of object. Okay, so my requirement is to group the array of objects based on the category value. Okay, if there are multiple objects with the same category value, then we have to club those two objects in the same array. Okay, so likewise, see this a. Okay, so for doing that, we have this if block. Okay, so for the first iteration, anyways, this would be turns as true. Okay, so because like we have added this negation here, so once it is true, we are adding to the empty array. So once we add that empty array, we have to push our current object to that empty array, right? So this line number 17 will take care of that. Okay, so at the end, I am returning my transformer data object. Okay, so now let me open my terminal. Just going to directory of the file, so node script.js. Okay, so if you see, this is my output. Okay, and you can compare the expected output with the actual output. Okay, so both will be same. So in this question, like we can use the reduce method as well, but mostly in interviews, interviewer don't want to allow us to use any built-in JavaScript methods. Okay, so that's why like I have went with this for loop. Okay, so I hope this solution makes sense to you, and thanks for watching. Let's meet again in the next coding challenge.